So Ark keeps giving me like the little quest to say, oh, you should really play Gigantic. You'll get this much experience. I'm like, I don't want to play some crappy anime version of Overwatch. I don't even play Overwatch as is, so it's like, why would I want to play some crappier graphic version? Morning. Willie's got JV tonight. That's against Tigard. He and I are gonna do a little bit of workout stuff, probably at his house, and then I'm gonna drive him over the game. What are you doing? You're going to the Josh thing tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I messaged Josh and said that I will not be joining because I have to travel into Portland at rush hour plus drag queens and yada yada.
Yeah.
So just
figure out where Embers is.
Like 8th and something. That's Broadway. It's not far from your work.
Okay.
So they finished the curbs.
Yeah.
They didn't put one in here though. They may be doing that later, just because getting the. See how I hope they. I don't know.
It looks nice.
It looks nice, yes, and I wonder if they're going to be doing it up the whole thing, because hopefully we won't have a lot of
flooding.
Yeah, on the pathway at least. But we were having flooding on the pathway, and it wasn't even raining, so hopefully it's because
we get rain today or tonight, really.
Yeah, well, we got some yesterday. Like Willie's like, well, hopefully the clouds will move in. I'm sitting there at Harefield looking around, going like, I don't see any clouds. All I see is smoke. But now I'm starting to see actual distinctions. But it's sort of like, I don't know. Can you guys? Is this camera picking it up? Yeah, it is picking it up. There's distinctive clouds up there, but it's still blocked by a lot of smoke and the haze. I love how people are like, oh my God, the smog. And I'm like, smog and smoke and haze are different things. Smog is thick and with like water droplets in it, and it like collects and gathers on stuff. This is all dry particulate matter in the air. You know, when you live in an area of the country that has pretty fresh air most of the time it has existed, you tend to confuse the difference between smog. Plus smog lingers and it just gets on everything. Like if I were to walk up to this train platform with smog out, I would be like physically dirty. Like I would not be wearing a tank top because I would be physically dirty. I'd have to change my clothes after a while. This is like, meh. It slightly collects as an issue on our cars and steady surfaces like the ground, but it doesn't actually collect on anything that moves, whereas smog clings.
Because smog has that fog component it's wet-ish, so it can bind to stuff.
So I forgot to tell you, because I told it at the end of the video, because that's when I got the email. Apparently Sisu wants to do a little partnership up for the subscriber contest thing.
Yay!
I'm still talking over in the emails as to what it all involves, but I sent them an email and they're like, oh, thank you, cool. I'll forward it to this person. And that was like Friday, so like Labor Day weekend, I had to wait for them to get back to me. So they got back to me yesterday, well, before I went out to the field with Nick and Willie, and that was that. And I was like, okay. They're like, hi, I see you're interested in yada, yada, yada. We should converse back and forth. So I'm doing this stuff with the emails, but they're interested in doing it. So now, 5,000 subscribers, but I think, of course, we also got to figure out some sort of validating way of doing it.
Yeah.
Like, how do we figure out if this person, are actually subscribed or if they're just spamming comments or something? And once I hammer all this stuff out, it'll probably be a specific video once we hit 5,000.
Yeah.
Before Halloween, and then we'll figure it out from there. But like I said, it'll be in conjunction with like my Instagram, probably not my Snapchat because that's way too volatile. Probably my Instagram, because hopefully by then I'll have some pictures to release to put on Instagram. So, you can like find one of these awesome pictures and say, hey, I like this picture a lot or something like that. So that can be up for that. Aaron's touching up pictures right now.
Yeah.
He got one, but it was like, it seemed like, at least to me, it seemed like what you had in your mind and what I had in my mind was not coming out on paper.
Yeah, and it's mostly because I'm using not Photoshop but GIMP. And I'm not as good with it.
That, and I think that the image that you're trying to put on was not taken in a dark location with a dark background. So you have to take that into account. Like you could probably take the goalpost leaning and put smoke behind that because it would look relatively natural with like lightning in the background or something.
Yeah.
But with that picture, everything's just so bright.
Yeah.
And that's just, because like I told you, I'm like, this looks photoshopped, even to me, and I'm an idiot. I'm colorblind, and I'm an idiot.
Well, when you knock a background out of something, it's gonna look photoshopped.
Yes, but you can also, but again, you can put it on a similar light background and not be so glaringly obvious. Did I get any berries? Did I get any berries? Did I get any berries? I have Pokemon on gyms that are like, shall we say like suffocating because they're like down below 500 from like 2,800 and I don't have any berries because I ran out last night. Who was on this gym? Forgot which Pokemon I picked. Machamp. Yeah, you got one on Machamp at least. I got one berry out of 2 Pokestops, which RNG.
Yeah.
I would go after. I have not seen a Caterpie in so long. I just see a bunch of Weedles.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I don't know what that guy was freaking out staring at. He was like.
Don't know.
Yeah. Again, people just don't understand like vlogging.
Yeah.
And so a camera being pointed at someone. Oh my god, pups. Go, 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 little guy, go, little guy. Trot back with the ball, trot back with the ball. You didn't fully bring it back to the person. I'm gonna drop it like 5 feet. See it? I'm gonna drop it in. Whatever. I'm just gonna. The human goes and gets it. Go, guy!
Go, 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 go.
Oh.
Nice. This is my train. Bye.